Can you believe this little fella? He chowed my entire worm and left only the ring, the O-ring. My God. So hey guys, welcome. Today I'm in Arabie, doing some bass fishing in Flag Boshieli Dam. I'm just gonna stick to the edges here because it is well known a dam to have crocs. So try my best to stay away from trouble and into deeper waters. The water level has risen rapidly over the rains that have come down, so it is one of those days where you can't really get a nice spot to fish, but let's see what the day can bring for me today. All the best. Okay, so this is where we were standing. We would stand here and fish, but it's all covered in water now. There's not even space to do that. So water has risen for real. Like, it's so close to the edge there, right, that a car won't even come here. So this is under the bridge, guys. I've pedaled to come here. I've got a couple of fish in the boat, but I'm hoping this is the spot. Yeah, gents, not the biggest of fish, but this is my third catch for the day. Let's keep at it. Let's see. Catch and got him. Catch and got him. Yeah, it's been a slow morning, but we're making do with the rubber. I think I caught like 2 on a spinner bait, and then now the rubber is like in full effect. Actually, I'm having to hunt them in the shadows because it's hot. Right, so yeah, let's see how the rest of the afternoon goes. Not a bad side. I'll take a catch if I have to. Not a bad fish at all. Yep. So far, fourth catch of the day, fifth catch of the day. Changed up lures. I was just using a kayaking rubber, some silver and gold, if I'm not mistaken. It always catches fish for me, but I decided to change it up. Okay guys, time for a small update. It is 2:30. I've been in the water since somewhere maybe around 7, and I caught a considerable amount of bass, but not the biggest of bass. But you know, I'll take anything when you're on a fact-finding mission like this one. This dam, it's my first time kayaking in this dam. A lot of people prefer not to kayak in here because of the Crocs. I saw 2 or 3 when I was going that away, and then now when I'm coming back, it seems like they've cleared off this area. That's what I've noticed most of the times when I come fish here. They seem to wander away, especially when you are along the banks, and then they see you. You know, they don't want to share the space with humans. I guess maybe it's a different thing if you are in the water and you're swimming. It's totally different. But when you're on the banks and you're causing havoc with your reel and all of that stuff, they seem to just wander away. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to light up a fire and cook myself something. I'm camping overnight. My friend would join me later on, but I need to just rest and see if I can. Oh, talking of which, there's some fish splashing over there. There seems to be a lot of carp in here. They make a lot of noise. You'd think, you'd chase around them and you think you're gonna catch bass. They won't bite for nothing. So yeah, that's the highlight of the first half of my fishing trip today. I'm hoping maybe later on, after I eat and take a rest a little bit, I can just navigate and see what the evening bite looks like. Ciao. Morning guys from Arabie. We're still there. Early morning, we woke up to trying to get the other boat starting. The little engine there. There you see Bishop over there. I don't know if I can zoom in, if the guy is still visible. Yeah, but we're in the waters now. Okay, let's see what this day will bring for us. It's what time is that? That's 6:52. But I think we were in around 5:30. Bishop has joined me over this trip, my buddy Bishop. So we're gonna be exploring Arabie Dam together. I caught a little bit of fish yesterday. Let's see what today will bring for us. It's nice and sunny. Yesterday there was a big storm that came in some parts of Arabie. The wind was just blowing things out of proportion. I almost thought my kayak was gonna go, but at the end of the day, I tied it up to a pole and made sure everything was back in the car, just to for safety reasons. So yeah, that's the plan today. Get in the water, try and see if we can catch those Arabie monsters. See you in a bit.
It was being repeated. And actually thought it was longer. Need to put some oil on my.
On your reel.
I
want your oil this year.
I have it.
Oh.
I got that Q20 look.
Nigga just put vegan.
Look at the mouth. Everything got a large mouth. Okay.
So it's a good thing they're active.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga. It's happening right there.
Under the bridge, my nigga.
Some nice catch right there. Yeah. Too far. That's nice. Cool, man. Kayaking under the bridge.
Can you believe this little fella? He chopped my entire worm and left only the ring, the O-ring. My God. Some niggas are very, very hungry out there. Well, let's continue to feed them and catch them. The battery is running low just by sending you guys videos. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Big one under the bridge, right under the bridge. Drop shot on a wacky ring, bro. I'll show you this setup, guys. It's proper. Okay, so that's basically the crust of our journey, of my journey to Arabie, trying to hunt some bass, and we did pretty well. As you can see us right here, we ended up just getting a lift from the rangers, which is so super lovely. I would say one thing about the stuff at Skoons Dry or Flag Boshieli Dam, or you'd like to call it, it's actually, is the correction, it's Skoons Dry Reserve, and the dam is called Flag Boshieli. But the main name that a lot of people will recognize off the bat is Arabie. So we got a lift from the rangers. That's me and my buddy Bishop over there. We are tired from paddling all the way, and then they gave us a lift back. We had to call them, and then we just met somewhere in the far distance where we were fishing, and then they would give us a lift. This might be disturbing to a lot of people that are watching me for the very first time. I am a meat eater. I am a fish eater. So bass is one of the fish that we love to eat. And at Arabie, it's not unlawful to catch black bass. They actually would like to see the reduction of the black bass, as it chows a lot of other local and indigenous species. So it is in excess over there. So that's some of my catch from the day before that I gutted and put in ice, and now it's just putting the rest of it in my cooler box before we head out back to the city. So like I said, it's not a crime here. Of course, there are fishermen that fish for sport, but I grew up eating fish, tilapia, bream, bass, and tiger fish, fish that in fact, bass I only started eating like later on, in my life. So but it's one of the fishes that or one of the fish or the type of species that I grew up eating. So I tend to, or we tend to fish in places where we know people are not going to have a problem with us carrying some fish. And the rangers here are super nice, and we've asked them several times in several places, if we can take our fish home, and they always say yes, you are permitted to do so. We are in no way going out with 100 bass, not at all. But we are always carrying what we feel that we can eat, me and our families. So that was my catch, the first one you saw, and then obviously Bishop's catch also. He did pretty well. He joined me later on. He only joined me for the second day, of which that was the day that was most productive. When I went to the spot that we fished at the second day, the first day it was not as productive. I guess maybe I hadn't picked up the right formula to approach. The water is very dirty because there was a lot of rainfall that was experienced within the surrounding areas that feed Arabie Dam or Flag Boshieli, and so it was muddy, it was stirred up, you couldn't see you couldn't see anything underneath. So eventually on the second day we tried out some green pumpkin, some slightly familiar, or should I say look-alike lures with the water itself, and it did pay out very, very well. As you can see, it's some of the big fish that Bishop had on his stringer there, the huge monsters. We were recording about 40 centimeters and about 50 centimeters for the biggest that he caught, and it made for a very, very good day out on Arabie Dam. This dam is far away, not far away depending on where you're coming from, but from us city boys living in Joburg, it's a little bit of a distance. You see there's two big ones there. I think that was the biggest. It actually covered the entire measurement board there on my Van Hank's kayak. So that's like about 50 excuse me, about 50 centimeters or so. I think if this is not a big one, there must be another big one coming right after this or something like that. But yeah, we did really, really well. Here's what we used. I was particularly happy, and I did pretty well with my drop shot wacky rig, and I also did very well with worms. I prefer worms more than I prefer jerkbaits or crankbaits. The reason being, I love to leave it sit at the bottom of the water, bottom of the whatever body of water that I'm working on, and somewhat play around with it like it's supposed to, and so that the fish can be enticed. But Bishop loves cranking, and I also love sometimes a little bit of top water as well. So that was pretty much our day. We had a really, really lovely day, and here I am coming back, hitting the road after a successful day out in the water at Arabie Dam, Flag Boshieli in Limpopo. The sun in my face, music in my ears, and of course a good buddy of mine driving right behind me, just so we get home safely. So to anybody who's out there and who's thinking of starting to fish, especially my brothers, my sisters in Africa, I know everybody almost asks me this question, how do you fish, where do you fish, and stuff like that. I would say just start. The moment you start, everything is gonna be it will start working towards your end goal of probably just being a good fisherman. So I thought I would hit you up with a little bit of pictures that I took when I was in Flag Boshieli. It's such a lovely, lovely dam, and so many cool things you would see. It has crocodiles, but like I said and I mentioned in the video, sometimes you barely see them, and when you do see them, they run away from human population. So it was a really lovely, lovely day, that 2 days that I had at Arabie, and I wouldn't trade them for anything, because fishing it's my livelihood, it's my life. and I enjoy it very much. And the group of friends that I've accumulated along the way have showed me so many ways of doing it, taught me places to go, and I enjoy it all the way. Lastly, a plate of me and some fresh fish. Until we meet again. Bye, guys.